They build the skyscrapers. But what kept them standing? 2 cups of coffee, a trace of smoke, and that small window where their fate was writing. Now, let's step into the world of those unseen heroes.
Dawn on the sidewalk, shovels push wet concrete while rebar sits like metal roots. A mixer truck waits, boots sink a little, someone jokes, someone swears. Streets are grown this way, so cars later glide like it was always there. Men gather beside a painted shed, caps, lunch pails, rolled sleeves, one briefcase among tool belts. Before work, the plan is simple. Who nails, who lifts, who watches the crane? The day starts with names, not noise. A hook drops between girders. Workers guide a heavy plank into place with short words and hand signs. Rivets and chains do the talking. Tomorrow's floor starts here, one careful inch above alleys and lunch carts. One man rides a rope high above the avenue. The city below looks like fog and blocks. Up here, time is the wind, not clocks. He swaps fear for rent money and pride, one careful grip at a time. Carpenters move along fresh timber, passing boards hand to hand. Boots, hats, nails, same rhythm, long line. In a moment, you'll see the week's longest line again, but not on a roof, every face toward one small window. 2 workers study a small gauge. Sun hits helmets, dust covers jackets. A bad number can bend more than steel. Quiet skill saves fingers, money and hours, and nobody claps. Just a nod and back to work. Boots off, socks steaming. A circle forms around the narrow stove. Stories replace hammers for a while, and tomorrow's plan is drawn in the air with cigarette tips. Rest keeps walls straight and tempers cool. 3 men share a small table. 2 cups, a newspaper, a smoke paused between thoughts. Break rooms build teams like cranes build floors. Jokes and advice pour concrete into trust so beams won't shake later. Inside red triangles of steel, 3 men pass tools and courage. The city below turns to watercolor. Each bolt is a small argument settled by talk. Each beam is a promise that new doors will open later. Bricks ride on shoulders like square planets. Balance lives in ankles and jokes. The skyline grows from steps like these, anonymous, steady, heavy, so years later someone can watch sunsets from a quiet top floor. A lone worker drives the rivet while the Chrysler building shines like a lighthouse. Wind edits every mistake. Time here is counted in buckets of bolts and the slow swing of bridges far below. Here's the long line we promised. Helmets tilt toward a small window marked notice. Badges out, hopes up. This week is measured not in floors but in envelopes. Rent, groceries, baby shoes, and 1 coin saved for a victory beer. A row of workers sits above the map of the city, swapping sandwiches and stories. Fear eats too. With good company, height turns normal. Laughter holds people steady like extra anchors while the skyline pretends it is finished. Evening settles on fresh rafters. The crew slows a little, tools tap softer, voices drop. After high steel and the pay window, work returns to careful finish. Tomorrow these boards become walls, tonight they're only wood and sky. A checkered table turns into a meeting room. 5 men, empty bottles, relaxed smiles. Payday geometry feels soft. The tallest stories begin here, retold with grease on sleeves, and a toast to tomorrow's perfect rivets.
The skyline is their work. The story is in your hands. Like, share.